Donald Trump just had a complete meltdown in the Oval Office. He's with the Taoiseach of Ireland right now, and Donald Trump's been attacking NATO. He was asked a question about whether the United States should withdraw from NATO as a result of the fact that no one wants to help Donald Trump in the Strait of Hormuz after Trump lied and said he had an entire coalition helping him. And Donald Trump's like, we may do it. I may pull out. I don't need any congressional approval if I want to pull out of NATO. I'm going to show you that in a moment. But right before Donald Trump was in the Oval Office, here's what he posted. He goes, the United States has been informed by most of our NATO allies that they don't want to get involved with our military operation against the terrorist regime of Iran in the Middle East. This despite the fact that almost every country strongly agreed with what we are doing and that Iran cannot in any way, shape, or form be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. I am not surprised by their action, however, because I always considered NATO, where we spend hundreds of billions of dollars per year protecting these same countries, to be a one-way street. We will protect them, but they will do nothing for us, in particular in a time of need. Fortunately, we have decimated Iran's military. Their navy is gone. Their air force is gone. Their anti-aircraft and radar is gone. And perhaps most importantly, their leaders at virtually every level are gone, never to threaten us, our Middle Eastern allies, or the world again. Because of the fact that we have had such military success, we no longer need or desire the NATO countries' assistance. We never did. Likewise, Japan, Australia, or South Korea. In fact, speaking as President of the United States of America, by far the most powerful country anywhere in the world, we don't need the help of anyone. And he puts that in caps. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Donald J. Trump. While the Strait of Hormuz is still closed right now, Iran continues to launch ballistic missiles and Shahed drone strikes at the neighboring Arab nations where there are American military bases and American interests. And just the other day, you were begging for help of NATO nations and of other allies, and they don't want to help because you don't have a plan at all, and you started an unlawful war. Now, going to the Oval Office, Donald Trump was asked by a reporter, hey, you just posted that, so are you thinking about getting out of NATO, Donald? And he says, yeah, I can do it. I'm disappointed in NATO. I don't need Congress. I'll make that decision myself. Watch as Donald Trump threatens to have the United States leave NATO right now. Here, play this clip.
Are you rethinking the United States' relationship with NATO possibly getting out?
Well, I'm disappointed in NATO that we spend trillions of dollars on NATO. Think of it, trillions over the years, many trillions of dollars. It's one of the reasons we have deficits and we help other countries. And when they don't help us, I mean, it's certainly something that we should think about. I don't need Congress for that decision. As you probably know, I can make that decision myself. I'd work with some very smart people.
Then Donald Trump starts attacking different world leaders. He points to a bust of Winston Churchill behind him, and he goes, you know, Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the UK, he's no Churchill, and just starts insulting Keir Starmer. By the way, you have the Prime Minister, the Taoiseach, if you will, of Ireland there while Donald Trump is saying this. Here, play this clip.
Mr. President. You see that man right there? You know who that is?
Churchill.
Winston Churchill. The late, great Winston Churchill. And Barack Hussein Obama did not want his bust in this office. Did you know that? And Barack Hussein Obama sent that bust back to England. They didn't want it. And when I came in, I was asked if I wanted it. I said, absolutely, I want it. And I put it right there, Winston Churchill. And, you know, unfortunately, Keir is not Winston Churchill.
Then Donald Trump starts insulting Emmanuel Macron. Here, play this clip.
President Macron has just said in the last hour that he will never join a task force in the Strait of Hormuz until hostilities finish. Yet yesterday you said...
Who said that? Who said?
President Macron of France. What's your reaction to that, sir?
Well, he'll be out of office very soon, so we'll have to see. You know, I don't know.
Next, Donald Trump is asked a question by a member of the Irish press that the president of Ireland says that your war against Iran is unlawful. Donald Trump doesn't realize that the president of Ireland is a female, Catherine Connolly. She's condemned it. I think Trump thinks that the Taoiseach who's there, who's basically like the prime minister, is the president, and he confuses her. He confuses him with the president of of Ireland. And then Donald Trump's like, he's lucky I exist. He's lucky I exist. Here, watch for yourself.
The Irish president has said that your war against Iran is illegal. It's an attack on international law.
Who said that?
The Irish president.
Look, he's lucky I exist. That's all I can say. Because if you're going to allow countries that are sick and demented, and they are demented, to have nuclear weapons, everybody in the whole world should be very thankful. And I'm disappointed in NATO, very disappointed. I'm disappointed in a couple of other countries too. But they should be very thankful that this group of people feels the way we do. Because if a country like Iran was allowed to have the power of a nuclear weapon, if we didn't stop them, I stopped them twice. I stopped them my first term when I terminated the Iran nuclear deal, which was Barack Obama's deal. It was maybe the worst deal I've ever seen. It gave everything to Iran, including billions of dollars in green cash. I don't mean cash, I mean green cash flown over by airplanes.
A reporter then asked Donald Trump if Iran is a bigger foreign policy priority than China. And Donald Trump's like, what are you talking about? We won this war after 2 to 3 days. Right now, we're just staying in Iran because, like, whatever. That's why we're there. Here, play this clip.
And on Cuba, the Cuban government.
Iran is just a military operation to me. Iran is something that was essentially largely over in 2 or 3 days. Because the Navy was wiped out almost immediately. The Air Force came next. The anti-aircraft came next. I mean, we're flying over Iran. We could take out their electric capacity in 1 hour. We have there's nothing they can do right now because everything is knocked out. They have no radar, no anti-aircraft. They have nothing. And we don't, and it was a decision I made. We discussed it, Pete, Marco, JD, all of us, Chris, we discussed it. We can knock out their electricity in a matter of minutes if we wanted to. There's nothing they can do about it. We can knock out their oil in Carg Island. The only thing we didn't take down was their oil, because if we knock out, I call them the pipes, very complex.
Next, a reporter asked Donald Trump, like, do you have like plans for like after you leave Iran? And he's like, we have a lot and we'll leave in the near future. What are you even talking? What are the plans then? Here, play this clip.
Iran is just a military operation to you. But do you not have a day after plan? And if so, what is your day after plan for Iran?
Well, we have a lot. Look, if we left right now, it would take 10 years for them to rebuild. But we're not ready to leave yet. But we'll be leaving in the near future. We'll be leaving in pretty much the very near future. But right now, they've been decimated from every standpoint. And again, we've had great support from countries in the Middle East, great support. But we've had essentially no support from NATO.
All right, Donald. Well, what's your time frame for when cargo ships can safely go through the Strait of Hormuz? Donald Trump's like, it won't be long. It won't be long. We're being helped by the Middle Eastern countries. Here, play this clip.
What's your time frame, Mr. President, for when cargo ships can safely go through the Strait of Hormuz?
It won't be, I don't believe, too long. We're knocking the hell out of the coast. It's basically the coast and the water. And it won't be too long. And the Middle Eastern states, including Israel, by the way, who has been terrific, the Middle Eastern states have been helping us a lot.
I'm so excited to share with you guys C15 from Fatty 15, the first emerging essential fatty acid to be discovered in more than 90 years. It's an incredible scientific breakthrough to support our long-term health and wellness, and you guessed it, healthy aging. Fatty 15 co-founder Dr. Stephanie Van Watson discovered the benefits of C15 while working with the U.S. Navy to continually improve the health and welfare of older dolphins. Based on over 100 studies, we know that C15 strengthens our cells and is a foundational healthy aging nutrient which helps to slow aging at the cellular level. In fact, when our cells don't have enough C15, they can become fragile and age faster. And when our cells age, our bodies age too. Thankfully, Fatty 15 repairs age-related damage to cells, protects them from breakdown, and activates pathways in the body to help regulate our sleep, cognitive health, and metabolism. This functionality leads to so many other exciting benefits now as we get older. In fact, 70% of Fatty 15 customers report seeing or feeling benefits within 16 weeks, including deeper sleep or healthier hair, skin, and nails. Now that's essential. Fatty 15 is a science-backed, award-winning, patented 100% pure C15 supplement. It's vegan-friendly, free of flavors, allergens, and preservatives. Fatty 15 has been a game changer for me, and I truly feel the improvements. Best of all, Fatty 15 comes in this gorgeous reusable glass bamboo jar, and refills are shipped right to your door. Fatty 15 is on a mission to optimize your C15 levels to help support your long-term health and wellness, especially as you age. You can get an additional 15% off their 90-day subscription starter kit by going to fatty15.com/Meidas and using code Meidas at checkout. Again, that's fatty15.com/Meidas and use code Meidas at checkout for 15% off their 90-day subscription.
Then Donald Trump is asked about Joe Kent, who just resigned as the director of the National Counterterrorism Center. Donald Trump was a big Joe Kent supporter. Donald Trump, when he nominated Joe Kent, says that he's a wonderful guy and he's going to help America stay safe. Donald Trump's been a big Joe Kent supporter, and now Donald Trump insults Joe Kent, and Joe Kent resigned from the position of director of National Counterterrorism Center early today. He was Tulsi Gabbard's number 2, basically, because he objects to the war in Iran, which he believes is an unlawful war. And this guy's a combat veteran. He's ultra MAGA in the MAGA world. He's got a lot of kind of MAGA bona fides. And watch Donald Trump attack Joe Kent and say, he's not a smart guy. He's not smart. Here, play this clip.
If I didn't terminate Obama's horrible deal that he made, the Iran nuclear deal, you would have had a nuclear war 4 years ago. You would have had nuclear holocaust, and you would have had it again if we didn't bomb the site. So when somebody is working with us that says they didn't think Iran was a threat, we don't want those people, because, and there are some people, I guess I would say that, but they're not smart people or they're not savvy people. Iran was a tremendous threat. And virtually every NATO nation, and this is the thing.
Next, Donald Trump starts attacking BBC and says, if you watch BBC, you'll think that this war is like a draw. We're winning this thing. BBC is like a criminal enterprise. He goes and attacks BBC. Let's play this clip.
Have decimated that country. And if you watch BBC, it's almost like they're fighting us to a draw. They're not fighting us to a draw. It was very inaccurate news. It was fake news. So I'm very proud of the term fake news, because it was my term. I came up with it, but it's no longer accurate. It really is. It's corrupt, fraudulent news. It really is. It's fraudulent. It's not just fake. It's beyond fake. It's really criminal what they do. But I watched BBC this morning, and I don't know much about BBC other than what took place, because people were calling me saying, that was a terrible thing you said. I said, what did I say? And I said, I never said that. And when we checked it, do you agree? They agree. It was somehow generated, I guess, by AI or something, with me saying unbelievable. So we brought a lawsuit against them. They admit they're guilty, but we'll see how it comes out. Thank you. I like that question.
Then Donald Trump starts talking about windmills and how he doesn't like windmills. Like, as we're in a massive, as we're in a massive war where there's a oil shock right now, and where other forms of energy would be needed. This is what Donald Trump's doing, saying that we got to get rid of windmills and solar. Here, play this clip.
See, why are they buying oil from Norway? But they have windmills all over the country, destroying those gorgeous Scottish fields and those beautiful fields all over. The windmills, which don't work. They're tremendously expensive. And the best testament to that is the windmills are made in China, but China doesn't use them. You know what China uses? Coal. They're building 58 coal-fired plants right now, and that's up to them. But these foolish countries that are buying windmills are putting them out of business. I'm proudly telling you that we're going to try and have no windmills built in the United States during my... They're very bad. They're very bad environmentally. They kill the birds. They're unsightly. They make a lot of noise. And for some reason, The environmentalists love windmills, okay?
You say he's a very nice man.
I think he's a nice man. I think he's a nice.
Then Donald Trump's like, nothing, I'm not scared of anything. I'm not afraid of anything at all. Here, play this clip.
Iran, because the Iranian regime has told Sky News, if you put boots on the ground in Iran, it will be another Vietnam. Are you afraid of that?
No, I'm really not afraid of anything.
Then another reporter from Ireland tried to kind of clarify Donald Trump's response and say, hey, can you clarify, like, what do you mean? Like, what do you think about the fact that you're meeting with the Taoiseach right now, basically the Prime Minister of Ireland? The President of Ireland is saying that you're basically a war criminal, that you've engaged in unlawful conduct. Do you want to answer that question? I think Donald Trump is so confused. I think he believes he's with the President of Ireland right there is what I think. Anyway, here, play this clip right here.
What do you think about our president's comments that is breaking international law?
Say it.
What do you think about our president's comments?
Can you speak? You speak it right into your phone.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let me know what you think about all of that. Hit subscribe. Help us get to 7 million subscribers. And thank you all for watching.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.